to tell our consumers, I was doing some math over last weekend, and what I realized is that this year versus last year, the median home price, and with the the uptick in rates, the same home now costs 42% more per month for a mortgage.
Isn't that wild?
It is wild what a year can do. And we're getting into a spot, Matt, where the Fed is supposed to meet a few more times over the coming future, and we do anticipate that rates increase. So your subject of how to get the best deal when applying for a mortgage is super timely.
Yeah. So the big goal of mine when working with clients is to do the educational part first, preparation. And, you know, what I see often and I hear often in the marketplace is that someone, you know, inquires about a mortgage, and it's like, okay, apply, pull your credit, get pre-approved. And yes, that's the normal way to do it.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is I like to have a conversation with the clients before the actual application to see if there's something that can be done to improve their overall application. And it's something, can we identify something before?
Like
for instance, yeah, Movement Mortgage has majority of our loans lend down to 620 FICO score.
Okay.
So if a client calls me and they already know they have a sub 620, well, or even at a 620, 640, anywhere in that bottom range, okay, how much time do you have before you need to go buy a house? You know, do we have 6 months? Do we have 2 months? You know, what's the timetable here? And is there ways to improve your credit score before you inquire and you have a hard inquiry? People that have really strong credit scores, they're robust enough to be able to handle a hard inquiry for a credit report.
Yeah.
But if you're on the verge,
and
you do a hard inquiry, it might tip
down.
it over to a point where you won't be able to qualify. So is there a way to get you looking at your credit the right way before you apply to see if there's any possible chance for improvement? And then what is that improvement, and can we start working on it now before we run and get you pre-approved?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes people have a lot of, like, they're selling a home and they're going to have a lot of equity coming to them.
Yeah.
And the natural feeling is that we're just going to take the money that we're going to get from the sale of our house and put it down on the next mortgage. But wait a minute, can we use some of that money that you're getting from your net proceeds from a house that you're selling to clean up something in your credit report? So that way, when you take the new mortgage out, it's actually better than if you put it all down as a down payment, like paying off a high interest credit card. Interest rates and what a mortgage lender would lock a customer in for a rate is based off of the FICO score. So if you're looking at conventional financing, you ideally want to have your middle score above a 740 to get the best rate.
Yep.
And then if you're looking at a government loan, like a VA or FHA, you'll ideally want your credit score to be above a 680, the middle score. You know, you get 3 credit scores, you want to have above a 680, the middle one.
Yep.
And then you have access to the best rates.
Does it make sense to wait to get somebody's credit score up, 10, 20 points, or does it make more sense for them to get into a home with the current rates, current pricing? Because, by the way, prices are still going to appreciate at a much lower tick, but they are still going to appreciate.
So what you're saying is, like, okay, if we wait and improve the credit score, but at the same time rates go up, it's part of the conversation. Like, does it make sense to wait right now? Ideally, for me, when we close on a house, I really hope to not just get them into their new home that they want as for their families.
Yep.
It's more so you come out cleaner than you went in.
Yes.
So if it's not just about the mortgage,
it's quality of life,
your whole financial portfolio.
Yeah.
Like